Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sunesha and we are creating a map for City Skylines. So today we're gonna do the ground work on this part here. We want to create a stream that goes all the way down to the ocean here, and we want to have some speed. One way I've created the speed is the waterfall over here. As you can see, it's quite a lot of height here, so it will fall down there. And I also created extra water source there, just to control it so it looks nice. This is some basic work on the waterfall feature. Here you can see the mountains. It's just some basic work, but that's the general idea how it's gonna look. I'm gonna touch that up a little bit more, but what we want to do is make the groundwork in this episode as we was touching up in the other episode. I also connected these two ones because why not? It actually makes kind of sense if we connect these two, as all the water source is coming from the mountains here, from the volcano ridge. There becomes water, and they have collected some water which will fall down here and connect here. So yeah, it kind of makes sense, but doesn't make sense because we don't have a high enough mountains to get snow and stuff, so the only thing we will have would be rainfall, so we don't, yeah, let's not discuss that and continue what we're gonna do. So yes, we want to have a lot of speed so we can, this is the starting tile. Let me get it out of this site. So this is the starting tile, so somebody is bound to connect a sewage around here, so we want some kind of speed. So this waterfall will provide us with the necessary speed to get all that sewage out of there. We will of course make the poo dam over here, but maybe nobody will, that's another episode. So let's concentrate here, and as you can see we actually get quite good speed here because all of the water is filling up here, filling up here, filling up there, filling up there. So you can also, one way actually you can get speed is actually lowering the water in the thing. By lowering it, it will actually suck in. Let me demonstrate what I am talking about here. You can manipulate even the ocean. If we put this one here and we put it in suck mode, let's see here. We're creating a vortex here that is sucking in all the ocean here. So what will happen here is actually all the water will be sucked in here. This is one way you can manipulate water, the direction of the water. I will try to do some of that later, but as you can see, it sucks out so much water that it actually sucks out water from our beach here. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that you can actually get more speed by actually lower the water feature there. So let's start working on that. So we have a problem here. It's overflowing here. So I think we have to connect this up here. I think it would be necessary to go here. It looks like it will work aesthetically too. So let's just do it. Add some around 25 strength. And we will start painting it in. I kind of want to keep that bend there. It's an interesting feature to have a bend inside here. So now we have contained the water, so it can keep flowing in this direction here, which is good, of course. I'm just touching up here a bit here. So so this is more or less the groundwork. So our mission today is to get some nice water flow that falls here. So we also have a very good level difference here, which will speed up the water too when it comes down. Hopefully, and it will not work very well here as we have the water flow going down there. So first of all, we want to kind of level this out here a bit. So you have to be careful to not destroy him. But this is just a basic sketch, so I'm not too worried. I think we need to have a more symmetric outlet here if it's gonna work. Let's try fill it in let's start by filling it in. So now we have contained the water inside the stream or creek, or yeah, I tried to look up words, but I'm not sure how English people use their words. So I think I'm gonna fill this in a little bit more So this will also, a more narrow passage will also fill it out a bit more, but there is a risk of overflowing now. Now we have also some level difference. I remember from the first episode I actually painted this in with lines with transparency on top of it, so it's not the most perfect levels here, so we probably have to touch it up. I'm just trying to narrow the passage here, but it takes a while before the water settles. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's a little bit thick there. I think I want to fill it out on this side now. So let's do that. We will narrow it down. Because I want that bend. It's just an aesthetic choice I made. And now we can see the squarey things here, because the resolution, I can't resolve it enough, so we have to kind of fake it here a bit. So let's see here. But we got a little... Okay, so let's take a good look here. The problem is that we have the ocean here. The ocean is coming from this direction, which will counteract our changes here. It seems to be speeding up here on our created beach here, and as that kind of looks probably, it's probably still, after I remember how I put down that water feature, it still takes a lot of time until it settles down and until it becomes close to that, close what it should be. Yeah, because it has to still move simulate all that water, what it is gonna do. So yes, it would be nice to have a bigger speed, but it looks like we get the stream going. Let's see if we got some speed. It seems like we got good speed. We have a very clear arrow there. It's kind of stops there a bit because it's filling this area out a bit. I think if we narrow that out a bit, we should stop some of the overflow. Yeah, so it's kind of stopping up me, but now it's kind of in the same units. We have a big hole here. I don't think it's useful for us, so let's try to fill it in a bit. Yeah, so kind of level it down, because the water will always go to the lowest level, so it's not super important that you get the slope all the way. A slope will help you with speed, of course, so every time it slows go down there, it speeds up, but I don't think we have to work with that so much. We can see that we could actually widen this area out a bit. I think we will want to do that. This is narrow there. So let's use this and just dig. Okay. Got a notch there, and let's dig here. So let's see. I want to dig there too. Let's dig a little bit on this part here. It's a little bit off-center. I'm thinking we have to rebuild this area and put this one in the middle if we want to keep it there. I can see visually that the water is going that way. That could probably work. So let's see. We have smaller arrows here. I could put in a water feature to get this part higher. It will force the water to go that way, so it means that the outlet, yeah, we can see now as time goes, we can see the water, we get bigger arrows because it simulates. It takes just a lot of time. We have a small arrow there, it kind of disappeared, but we still have these. I'm not sure, I think this takes such a long time. Yeah, so that is one of the things. One of the things we can do, we can get more water here, so let's deepen this area out a bit here, so we get more water. So this will also affect our simulation. with this, but I want to deepen it out here. I like the placement on the stones, but this will also create some speed because this goes down there like this. So with water coming in that direction and water from that direction, I think they are currently counteracting. The forces are currently counteracting each other there. So let's just let's see here. So let's see if it's a settled here. Some of the force is coming here. We could force it to go more in that direction by making a small area here that is a little bit more like that. So I think you're going to do that. It will help at least force it in correct direction. Also create a small whirling, I think it's called, whirl water. Okay, so yes, now it will help a bit. Let's see what our arrow is created. Yes, it helps a bit, but still some of the water wants to go this way. I could extend this part a little bit more, which I could do. It will help the direction here, and it also will help us aesthetically. So let's just extend it a bit like this, like a small mountain is sticking up there, like this, and let's move this like this. It will, yes, it seems like the force is coming here. Of course, that's the most optimal way would be to connect, have a free way there, but it looks like all the water is starting to go in the correct way here. So yeah, it looks a lot better. The arrow is pointing there. We have someone there, but I don't want to destroy it aesthetically, but this will help the speed all the way here. So yeah, it's kind of like to funnel the water where you want to have it. I kind of like that feature. It looks good aesthetically too. So let's keep it there. I like it's a little bit water there. It's overflowing there. But yes, as you can see, the water will travel there and then it will go there. I could remove that part. I think I will remove that part because yeah, let's do that. It will help our cause. And it will make the water go in the direction we want. We can still let it overflow a bit here, just because it looks interesting. A bit water that will. Yeah, let's see how it works now. So we want speed. Okay, that seems to do it. We've got a bigger arrow, which means it will have more force. We still have some water there. Will it overflow? I just wanted for aesthetic purposes to overflow a bit. Kind of like how things work in nature. You know, you get some... Okay, let's go with a smaller one and just overflow it a bit here. We could take a look on the water here. So yes, I think I have to. So just we want that level. It will not affect our strength so much, but it will make it a little bit more interesting. Oh, we got a small line there. Okay, let's check the water. It's still not overflowing. I wanted to overflow here. Let's go a little bit deeper, a unit more. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. Because yeah, it should not, it should just, what nature kind of does. It messes things up. It doesn't look symmetrically, but it looks more interesting, like it really is overflowing here, because this, yeah, this is probably spring, you know. We could funnel this a bit better by make it smoother. So let's smooth it out a bit here. Okay, and then we can start working on this one. I think we can make it a little bit deeper. That means it will allow more water. More water means more strength. So if I can make it a little bit deeper. More water, more physics. That will make the flow a little bit easier. Okay, now it's now we got so much water, so it's actually overflowing here. So let's grab this value here and just paint it in here, so we get a little bit more, because we want this to be strong. So let's see. It looks, look at that arrow, it's actually quite big. It's bigger than it was before. We screwed it up a bit here, so it's still flowing in this direction. My static curve here is not helping us when it comes to strength, because yeah, it means that it will, why it doesn't help, because it actually contains more water than a straight line, of course, if you just think about it. And that will means that we are still, yes, we kind of want it to overflow. I think we could add some speed by digging this out a bit more. So let's grab that value. And then we will dig it out a bit more. It means that it will have a bigger level difference, which will make the water fall faster. Or go faster here. It's just a couple of units, but it actually makes a big difference. We haven't built any dams, but yeah, in dams it built a lot of dams because I love the water feature in this game. It makes the game so much better. It's one of the features you don't think about so much, but it's so much fun to work with. So let's see what we have here. I'm hoping to get some more speed here by holding this out. It will take a while before, but as you can see, this big arrow here is helping. Well, big arrows here, so it will create a strong water flow going outwards. Okay. Actually, to make it settle a bit, I will let it work a bit here. I will pause the game, wait 5 minutes, just to make the water to work and simulate for a while. The water simulates so slowly, so it will help just wait to settle a bit, because I messed around so much with it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have let it settle a bit here, and as you can see, our changes we did to the pond over here has really helped. We have increased the water flow, and we can see big, very big arrows there, or big arrows, and we can see the water flow is going there and there. Our currently problem is that it seems like we have dispersed the water a little bit here. Too much, so I think we have to work on the last part a bit here. I'm just gonna remove so I don't have double topography here. So you can see by narrowing this channel here, it increases the water flow here. It's a little bit narrow there, that's why we have a big arrow here. So it's kind of still here. I think we want to go a little bit deeper here, just to get a little bit more slopey. You can do this with a level 2. There is let's see what it calls, the slope tool, but I kind of prefer to do it manually, because then I can control the height. So let's do it last part here, so we get a little bit better water flow here. And let's see if that helps to speed up the water a bit. It's just a small level difference here. So let's see. It seems to help already. We can see the arrows are going there a little bit faster, but yes, and then we have a big arrow down there. The thing is that I think is not working here. We got some arrows going out here. We could make it a lot better. Right now, we kind of we want to. I think I want to build a narrow separator here, or separator mountain here in the middle of the stream. It's kind of a little bit offset here, so it diverts some of the power here, which then it kind of split out it evenly, and it will increase water flow. But I think that will have to be in another episode. I will try to keep it at 20 minutes here, and I really wanted to show you the groundwork. So until next episode,